There's a neurological reason why the most emotionally intelligent person in a room is often the one people underestimate. It has nothing to do with confidence, nothing to do with charisma, and almost nothing to do with how loudly someone speaks. It begins deep inside the brain in a structure called the anterior insular cortex and in patterns of neural activity that many brains simply don't run at the same intensity. This isn't motivational advice. This is cognitive neuroscience. And by the end, you may understand why traits society labels as weakness are often signs of a brain operating on a higher cost, higher resolution system. Sign 9. You absorb other people's emotions without trying. People call this sensitivity. Neurologically, it's something else. Your mirror neuron system activates not only when you act, but when you observe someone else acting or feeling. In highly empathic brains, this system doesn't just recognize emotion, it partially recreates it. When someone across from you feels distress, regions like the anterior insula and anterior cingulate cortex activate as if the experience were happening to you. That's not imagination, it's simulation. To observers, it looks like you're overwhelmed. In reality, your brain is running a real-time emotional model most nervous systems never attempt. Society calls that fragility. Neuroscience calls it affective resonance. Sign 7. You replay social interactions later. Many people label this anxiety, but in emotionally intelligent brains, it often reflects mentalizing. Your default mode network runs counterfactual simulations. What did they mean? What signal did I miss? How could that interaction change next time? Regions like the medial prefrontal cortex and temporal parietal junction update social prediction models using past experience. The downside is metabolic cost. These simulations consume energy, increase cognitive load, and leave you exhausted. You're not overthinking without reason. You're refining social accuracy. Sign 6. Emotional conversations physically drain you. This fatigue isn't metaphorical. It's interoceptive processing. The right anterior insula integrates signals from your body, heart rate, breathing, gut sensations, and attaches emotional meaning to them. Highly empathic individuals process more internal signals simultaneously. You aren't thin-skinned. You're processing more data channels at once. The person telling you to toughen up may simply be receiving less input. Sign 5. You sense when someone is being dishonest. This isn't paranoia. It's pattern detection. When someone lies, subtle mismatches appear between emotional expression and verbal content. Your brain registers these inconsistencies before conscious reasoning catches up. The signal often appears as a gut feeling. Your insula detects emotional incongruence faster than language processing systems can explain it. You feel the mismatch before you understand it. Sign 4. You need significant alone time. This is often labeled antisocial. In reality, it may be neuroprotective. In crowded environments, empathic processing doesn't shut off. Every face, tone shift, and micro-expression triggers analysis. Your brain continuously simulates other people's internal states. Solitude functions like cooling a processor that has been running at maximum load. You're not withdrawing from life, you're resetting neural bandwidth. Sign 3. You cry easily. Crying is widely misunderstood. It occurs when emotional output from the insula and anterior cingulate exceeds regulatory capacity. Not because regulation is weak, but because emotional signaling is strong. Interestingly, research on vagal tone suggests people who cry more readily often recover faster afterward. Tears can be a reset mechanism, not a failure. Suppression may look stronger, but sometimes it simply means less emotional data was generated in the first place. Sign 2. You apologize even when it isn't fully your fault. This is often dismissed as people-pleasing, but neurologically, it can reflect advanced prediction. Your brain calculates emotional outcomes. If a small apology reduces overall conflict faster than escalation, it selects efficiency over ego. You're minimizing system cost. The behavior resembles strategic planning processes used in complex decision-making, rapid calculation executed below conscious awareness. Others see weakness. Your brain is optimizing emotional stability. Sign 1. You often feel like you don't fully belong. This may be the most misunderstood experience of all. Highly empathic brains detect emotional nuance others miss: subtle tension, hidden sadness, unspoken discomfort. You perceive layers of social reality that remain invisible to most people. That difference creates distance, not superiority, not isolation by choice, but a gap in perceptual resolution. You're operating at a level of emotional detail that isn't always shared. The hidden cost of emotional intelligence. The modern world rewards visibility: loudness over depth, speed over accuracy, confidence over understanding. But many of the traits dismissed as weakness, silence, exhaustion, tears, solitude, overthinking, are actually signatures of a nervous system prioritizing comprehension over reaction. A brain built not to dominate conversations, but to understand the humans inside them. And the fact that this system is often underestimated doesn't make it less powerful. It simply means most people have never learned how to recognize what quiet intelligence actually looks like.